In this video, I just wanted to show you how I achieved a really long, almost 2 month flowering period for my tulips. In fact, it's probably going to be more than 2 months. So, we all want those lovely colours in the spring, and we don't want to have to wait forever for them. And tulips have a range of flowering periods. And just by pure chance, actually, I have found a really nice succession of tulips flowering from March through to the end of April. So that's a good 2 months. And so what I found was in October last year, I planted up a border where I thought the tulips would all flower together. And the Purissima shown here was supposed to punctuate the darker black parrot and Queen of the Night tulips, which were also black, or that dark rich purple. And then the Purissima was supposed to be sort of punctuated with these pops of sparkly ivory white. And then I also potted up some Menlo tulips in terracotta pots to dot around as and when needed. And on the same sort of colour palette, although some of them haven't turned out to be the variety that I thought I bought. Anyhow, but the point is that what happened was the Purissima actually came out early. So they started flowering in March. And they continued flowering actually for a good 2 weeks until they really blew open, probably about the first week in April. So they did really well. As soon as they were over, the Queen of the Night tulips came out, along with other tulips around the garden that I had from previous plantings, such as this container here. And then following on from those, I still have my black parrot tulips, which have yet to flower. So by pure chance, this has given me 2 months of tulips flowering in the garden. This means I have now a formula that I can replicate in the rest of the garden to give me this sort of 2 month flowering period, following on from, the daffodils, etc. And this means that I'm going to have, I'm going to be flowering from sort of the end of February right through to May with bulbs alone, because if you think of the alliums as well, once I add that, because I have those growing, they'll be coming out as well, the alliums. So by planting bulbs in a carefully considered manner in October, or before Christmas anyway, I like to get my bulbs in before Christmas, then you can have this lovely succession of flowers. And on the note of planting, I did plant all these varieties, the Purissima, the Queen of the Night, and the Black Parrot tulips, at the same time in October. So when they were planted doesn't affect the succession. So they were all planted at the same time, but they all flowered at different times. So this is just a great little strategy you can use to, just extend the flowering period in your garden, which is great for wildlife. The longer you have flowering periods in your garden, the more wildlife is encouraged into your garden, so the bees can start early and the pollinators can start early, etc. So there we go. That's how you get 2 months of tulips flowering in your garden. And of course, if you add a variety of daffodils and narcissi before, and then you've got the alliums after, because alliums will flower well into the summer, depending on the variety. So just using bulbs alone, you can go right through into high summer with your bulbs. So that's just really easy. If you like really easy gardening, that's just brilliant to know. This here is a pot that I actually thought came up blind. These were the tulips that I thought were Menlo. Some of them have come up true, as in the photograph, and some of them have been those sort of blousy pink ones. Here was me planting this pot up back in October. And here they are flowering, just coming into flower now, mid-April. By the time they flower and then finish flowering, it's going to be May. So that's 2 months flowering just from tulips. Okay, Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. If it did help, don't forget to subscribe and see you in my next video, which is going to be about potatoes. I planted up my potatoes this weekend, and then I'm also going to do a video of everything I did at the weekend, because really I was just trying to catch up and I did loads. So I'm just going to show you what I did over the weekend, because it wasn't particularly one job or another, it was kind of lots of jobs. So I'll send you that video as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.